Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are here at 505 Jurong West Hawker Center. Everyone's out having lunch. People are just relaxing. Birds are chirping. There's also a little market on the side selling produce. And I can smell the durian all the way from here. And it is amazing. I'm so excited to try out some great eats today. Let's go. Are you just gonna leave your bag here?
In Singapore culture, we can just leave it here.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's the Singapore culture.
Okay.
Usually they leave tissue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a choke. They call it choke. It's like
Choke?
Yeah.
Ah. So we're joined here today with Rachel, who is going to explain a little bit about the food and the culture because I'm new here.
So right now it's Yong Tau Hu. So actually it's, I would say, very customizable. Well, separately we fried items that we actually got. We actually got the fish cake.
Yeah. What is this broth made of?
It's made of the soya bean.
Oh, that's very good. It's a little salty in the beginning, but ends sweet, actually.
Yes.
It tastes like soy milk without the extreme sweetness and the creaminess almost, I
Yeah.
want to say. Wow. Last night I had a bit to drink. I had some beers at Maxwell. So I was craving something brothy and like really
this
like
is the
clear.
very best,
This
best
it's-
option. Yes.
This is very, very good.
Yeah.
What is this?
It's chili, but not everybody has their own chili recipe.
Wow. It kind of tastes like college dorm room snacks of like, you know, raw
Oh,
ramen
yes.
and then you
Yes,
sprinkle the
yeah.
packet. Oh, that's what it reminds me of. And it's so good, but that's like bad for you, I guess.
Okay,
Oh,
but
that's so
the
good.
chili I won't say in details because everybody has their own chili recipe.
Yeah, and I feel like everyone's very like secretive about their sauce
Yes,
as well.
because there's always the best chili sauce that everybody's like finding.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so everybody's trying to craft their best chili.
Yeah, I can see how it can become like a pride. Restaurants in Korea, for example, like people are very sensitive about their kimchi as well.
Yes.
Like who has the best
Yeah,
kimchi?
yeah.
Is it also like Southern style kimchi versus Seoul style? Everyone has a different take and like different kinds of fish sauce that they put. I feel like that's that way with chilies here in Singapore. Crispy on the outside, but super soft and a little like moist on the inside. And it's just like super indulgent and like the layers that this has is crazy. Wow. I like how also they have like a tray return point. There's like a non-halal versus halal.
Yeah, correct.
And it's really nice to see like how people are very caring for it because like how much does the Muslim population cover in Singapore? Like less than 20. But even then, even though they're like a minority, like people create these kinds of systems for them and it's very, very nice and considerate as well. Ah, here.
Yeah, here.
Jimbo.
Yes.
These are called, what's the name of
Gui.
Huh?
Gui gui.
Shui Gui.
So this is the rice cake with the preserved radish.
Uh-huh. It's very unique because it's sweet, a little tangy. It has a really nice bite to it. It's so crazy to think how cheap the food is.
Basically, hawker is kind of like a very part of Singapore culture. That's the reason why government places a lot of emphasis on keeping hawker centers.
Yeah.
Like making sure that the culture is still preserved lah.
I wondered always like how hawkers were able to pay rent and pay for the food and have profit, but the subsidy part, it definitely makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And it's really great how the government tries really hard to preserve these
the
kinds
culture,
of
yes.
heritages and the food culture.
And then this is the yam that you ordered.
Soft, and there's a little bit of meat actually as well, right? Because you get
Yeah.
the little bites in between embedded.
Singapore, for me, I find myself going out eat more
Yeah.
than cooking at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a bit of a hassle because it's really so convenient. Why would I want to cook? The cost is higher for cooking, I find.
So it's more like a cantina for the people than just fancy street food like it is in
Yeah, it's not-
most
Yeah,
Western cities.
correct.
Yeah.
Can say that. Have you tried the ice kacang?
So what is chendol again?
You usually eat for dessert. Green rice flour jelly, sweet corn, similar grass jelly, red bean, and this is the durian chendol. So
Yeah.
there's durian on top.
I think like a easier way of saying it is like a shaved ice version of boba, but with a lot more
Yeah.
ingredients and much more flavor as well. The brown sugar syrup actually adds a really nice like nutty note as
Sweetness.
well. Yeah, sweet and a bit dark notes. This one doesn't really taste like anything. Like it's more of like a texture thing, I want to say, right? And like a decoration. Sweet corn, right? And condensed milk, and then the syrup that was put on, the dark syrup, was a kind of a brown sugar glaze
Yeah.
almost. This one reminds me more of like Hawaiian style, like shaved ice. Like this is more similar to bingsu, but this is kind of a very different dessert of its own. Yeah, similar ingredients, but very different still. Sweet corn, man. Who would have thought?
With dessert, right?
Yeah, with dessert. I mean, now in Korea, it's like a thing to have like sweet corned ice cream. It's like kind of popular, but it's a very new thing. Like I never knew this was like a staple thing. Like as a dessert and like as a garnish, this is very like shocking to me, honestly. But it works so well. We're now on our way to go eat some more. If you're in Singapore and if you haven't had chili crab, you haven't actually really been to Singapore. So I'm gonna go grab some chili crab with my good friend Audrey and Christabel. Yeah, okay.
Last time we were drunk together, you know. It
Yeah,
ended very
we
fast. So
fucking
this time we, wanna
we had a
redeem
massive
ourselves.
fight last time about a cigarette.
She packed all my shit.
Yeah, I did. That's how bad it was. I mean, we were during our power struggle phase. Now we're in our, you know, like jumbo crab bib phase. Oh, baby, yes. So fucking buttery. Coconut cereal, I think. Lots of sugar and like caramel almost. Wow, that's fantastic.
I personally like black pepper crab better than chili crab.
Really?
I think a lot of locals do.
Really? Okay, how is it prepared, like compared to chili crab? Just black pepper? I do not know. Are you not a food influencer, Audrey?
When I was hearing you guys like describing what goes into the cereal prawns, I was like,
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. These boys and girls, what you learn as I do my thing. Tell them classes in session, 종이 울려 thing. I'm a whole scene, but I can't be found. Lamp in the cut, how to underground.
This is how I always envisioned you. GTA style.
So we're here at 84 Amoy Street at Cloud Street, a 2 Michelin star restaurant here in Singapore. And this is my lovely Yejin, our producer for Doobydobap, and it's her first time trying a Michelin star dinner. And how do you feel?
Nervous because I don't really know what to expect.
I'm kind of glad we sat in the bar actually, so that we can really see.
Yeah. Sour? Fruity?
Fruity, okay.
Let me try one more time. This is why you try one more time when you say. I feel like it's a bit sparkly, light, and I get a lot of sourness, like acidity. Acidity?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
How are you guys?
I'm good, good. Wow. Okay, girlies, let's give it a little cheers. It's nice. A little warm as well.
So the head chef is like telling the sous chef table to like shoot up like that.
So in the kitchen, there's the head chef, right? And that's Rishi. What his role is, he's on the pass, and he directs all his sous chefs and his commis on what they should be doing. In a kind of like a military sense, he's the general, or he's the maestro, making sure that all the food is going out. He's the one who makes sure that there's good communication between front of house and the kitchen. He's kind of the liaison between both back of house and the front of house. It's incredibly like well orchestrated and how choreographed that they are, because everyone has their own role. There's the hot section over there, and then there's the cold section over here as well on the right side. The cold section, what they do is they mainly do the appetizers, things that aren't hot and that don't need the stove. And then you have the sous chefs over there doing the sauces and all the different foods as well. It's all very, very well organized.
Orchestra is a good word to describe it.
I think
It's
so
just,
too.
I'm amazed right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a one biter with this one. I like the layers. It's beautiful. Look at the dishes. I think there's a lot of people working in the back right now too, or no? This is a very, very beautiful settings. Yeah. I didn't get anything. I just know that there's a gold leaf on top. How do you feel eating your first edible gold?
Sorry, what?
How do you
Egg
feel?
gold bowl?
Edible gold.
Edible golds. I feel rich. Sweet.
You're gonna poop it out.
Salvage it.
Most gonna
Salvage
salvage
it.
it. I'm gonna salvage it from her poop.
I'm kidding. Okay. Did you see this?
Oh,
Freaking crazy.
And a little touch of caviar.
I think that's more than a little touch. I don't think I've ever had this much caviar in my life. Have you? Have you had this much caviar in your life?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You wanna?
Thank you so much. I think another interesting thing about Cloud Street is that, you know, it's actually one of the first like high-end establishments where the wife and the husband work together, also on the floor, like creating businesses together. Like it wasn't like one person was established and then, you know, they had the restaurant business and then the wife joined in, right? They've also built it together, and I think it's super inspiring to see a young couple working together, building something here in Singapore. And now they have 2 Michelin stars, 2 bibs. It's very inspiring actually for me. How about you, Kevin?
Very inspiring to see. I know how tough that is, and now we're doing the same. And yeah, I've definitely seen a bit of the same dynamic in you and I, and I've been very proud of you. Aww. Killing it on the floor with sore feet and big smiles.
Am I disgusting?
No, I'm gonna go double up on that one.
Okay.
Let's get a little midwife status now. We've gotten through the first cold and fish service. We're happy, we're ready.
She's so nervous right now.
No, I'm really happy. Same feeling that I get when I watch like a really inspiring movie and like my heart feels really full and it feels like it's gonna burst. Because I know how you and Kevin and all the team worked, and we just saw like how hard we worked to pull it together. Just looking at this go around so smoothly and like everybody is so focused and
Dedicated.
My heart is like, it's not just about the food, I think. Like
Yeah.
it's an experience for sure.
100% I agree.
Oh.
I'm very honored that I got to pop your Michelin cherry. Cheers.
Oh my god.
Popping that virginity.
Cheers.
Doobies, what the fuck is my life? I got invited to go to the Singaporean Michelin Awards, and let's get ready with me. Just got out of the shower. Pretty happy with how my skin has been reacting. I don't know if it's the humidity, I don't know if it's the food or the atmosphere, but my skin has literally been glowing. Recently switched over to this Dr. G Red Blemish Soothing Cream. I feel like it has kind of like a cooling effect. It honestly just gets absorbed into my skin super fast. It has kind of a texture like aloe vera, a little cummy, but it works. It works. It kind of gives my skin this like, you know those like Korean celebrity like water glow look? That's how my skin looks like here. For people who are not foodies that don't really know what the Michelin Awards are like, it's basically the Oscars for chefs. And people who have been cooking for the last 5, 10, 15, 20 years, they spend their whole lives trying to perfect their craft, and that's what the Michelin Awards celebrate. It's a celebration of great food and artistry, and I am so honored to be able to witness it. Anyways, okay, I'm getting sidetracked. I'm gonna get ready. What I usually do in the morning is just massage it in, kind of just like getting my blood flow. I don't have like the gua sha marble thing because I lose things. When I feel a bit puffy in the morning, I kind of just do this, like a chicken feet kind of situation. Just move across my jawline and depuff my face like this. And for foundation, I am using Chanel or Ultra Wear All Day Comfort Flawless Finish Foundation. What it like this. Squeeze the water out, and I just do like maybe 1 pump, and then I mix it in with the base, also from Chanel, and it has like SPF 50. And I kind of do half and half. This is kind of has like a pinkish undertone. My skin is also a little bit pinkish, so I find that it has been working incredibly well. In order to let my skin shine through, I really put so little, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like this is all I put in, and then just evenly distributed by pounding the shit out of my skin. It's been a long ass time since I've done like a makeup get ready with me segment. I feel like the last time I did it was in New York. Like in Korea, I never have any chances to really dress up. I wear the same thing over and over. But when I do have special occasions like this, I love to go the full way. 2 years ago in New York, the dress that I had bought and like splurged on was this green Reformation dress that kind of went viral because I said, "Mommy cleans up nice, hey?" And I was thinking about just re-wearing it, but then I was like, okay, when else am I gonna buy a dress and get a chance to wear it? Today's theme is like cocktail, and when the fuck am I gonna be invited to another cocktail event? Life, you don't know what's about to happen. Would I have been able to know that I was gonna be invited to go and watch the Michelin Awards a year ago? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So, carpe diem, bitches. Carpe diem. So I splurged on a dress, and it's so pretty. It is so pretty. I can't wait to show you guys.
I feel pretty, mommy. Wait me.
Oh, sorry. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, I need to get ready fast. I'm gonna give a tiny bit of Life Back, a little bit of blush. This one's from Innisfree. Put it on my palm, like that. Add a little bit of the base back on, and then kind of like diffuse it out like this, so it becomes like more of a cream texture. And then I'm just gonna put a tiny bit, not too much. I really want to go for a very natural finish today, so less is more. And for eyes, I think like a nude situation. Okay, where's my NARS? Where's my NARS? Oh, NARS. Okay, so it wasn't NARS. I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way, the Natural Nudes Complexion Inspired by Eyeshadow Palette. I got this from like a brand collaboration that I did a year ago with Too Faced, and I got it for free. And ever since I've been using it, and it has been life-changing. This is all I need, and sometimes even if I don't have like a contour kit, I just bring this around and like dab a little bit of the nude color on where my like nose bridge is, and voila, that's it. I don't really use makeup brushes because I'm not a makeup artist, and I know for a fact that it's just gonna get so fucked up. So again, the eyeshadow palette in nude, I'm gonna just dot it on, and again, diffuse. Is diffuse even the right word for makeup? I don't know, but we must move on. For my eyebrows, slightly fill it in, also with the Too Faced pomade pencil. I just usually do like underneath, like right here. Create kind of a structure like that, like a line. And then I just kind of like brush it out, bottom to up, like this. I haven't really been using a lot of mascara lately because I got my lashes permed. So I just put on like eyelash serum because it's spinning off lately and I don't want my lashes to fall out. One of my favorite physical traits about myself are definitely my lashes. They're pretty long, but my problem is that I'm Asian, so they grow like this way instead of this way. So I always try and get them permed whenever I can, but I've been busy. So I just got it done right before I flew to Singapore because I knew I had this event. Maybe a little bit of color in the center. I don't want to be too overboard with the makeup because I want to look natural. Put a little bit of hair oil, brush it out, and put my dress on. Okay, you'll see me again in like 2 seconds. So this is the final look. I got the dress from Shanghai Tang. Apparently it's a Hong Kong brand. It's made of silk. I feel really gorgeous and beautiful in it and confident. Ignore the mess in the room. I rarely do fit checks because I just don't. But today, I think it deserves one. Oh, good. Have a slit right here. Pretty sexy. This is the fit. We're ready to rumba. Mommy and Daddy going out of town. We look okay. Back is nice, huh?
Back is really nice. Especially with your little tattoo also.
Thank you.
And your neck is so beautiful like that also.
Why am I nervous? I'm not even getting an award.
No, I was thinking the same. Imagine if we actually got one.
Our little girl's here. Look who's in town.
Hello.
Oh my god! You look amazing.
You look amazing.
You look amazing.
You look amazing. Can you give us a twirl? Wow.
Kind of like the devil and the angel right now. Have you noticed?
Yeah. Well, we should get a photo together. We should get a dope
we
photo. Oh, wow. Wait, look at all these people.
Thank you.
So a little bit on how the whole situation works out is that there's 5 stalls that are here today for the Michelin ceremony, and they each have like a little bite for everyone to enjoy and eat. So instead of it being like a sit-down dinner this year, they've decided to go with like a cocktail event so that people can mingle and talk to each other, and it's a really nice vibe. The first bite that I'll be trying is from Neum, which is a Korean Singaporean restaurant with 1 Michelin star, and they prepared a somyeon. This is a big bite. This is a very big bite. The dish works incredibly well. It's very creamy, it's fresh, it's a lot of seafood flavor, but not too much. Very, very nice.
Fried fenugreek and some peri.
Wow, that looks beautiful. Thank you so much. I mean, the fact that I'm able to try out so many Michelin quality food in this one spot, all these acclaimed chefs, I'm freaking out. Like the little food nerd inside me, spazzing out. Wow. Wow. The char on the side is what really makes it special. The texture is spongy, but not too spongy. It's indulgent, it's creamy, and with the tomato sauce, that's a little bit more spicier and creamy. It works so well, so well. Nasi lemak with pickled cucumbers, some peanuts, some dried anchovies, a little quail egg, what seems like mutton, as well as some sambal. Oh wow. That's so nice. The anchovies, I thought it was gonna be a bit chewy, but it's actually super crispy. No. Wow, the mutton is also super tender and nice. A little sweet, kind of salty as well. We have roast pork and some roast chicken as well. This chili sauce is just scarlet red. They know what they're doing, that's for sure. Wow, so soft. Love the chili sauce. The most acidic chili sauce I've gotten so far in Singapore, but because this is very creamy and very fatty and soft, you need the acidity to like brighten the dish up. Wow. The shrimp flavor is incredibly pronounced, a little spicy. What I feel like they did incredibly well is incorporate the shrimp intestine like really well, so the deep flavors of it comes out. Along with the chives, they kind of add a bit of freshness and a nice little brightness. Along with the calamansi, this really brightens up the dish a lot. It's very, very good. I love calamansi. We have the final dessert, super jiggly, like my ass. The creamy coconut is set with gelatin, and then underneath is pandan. It reminds me of the best coconut pudding I've ever had. I'm a big coconut lover, and this to me screams coconut, so I love, love, love this one. I'm gonna get another one actually before the ceremony starts.
Marking the beginning of the Michelin Guide selections.
5-star and 2 awards is such a dream come true. So keep believing.
My feet have been killing me. Me and heels. I received a little goodie bag from the Michelin Guide. Very cute. Whoa! 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 It's a Michelin mug! It's so ugly. It's so ugly that it's so adorable. I think I'm gonna ask Mr. Kroliger to join me in some final thoughts about today. So, in 60 seconds, after an ad break.
Thank you. I would like to thank you. My team couldn't have done it without them. My wife, who couldn't be here. Sorry.
Okay.
So how are you guys feeling right now?
How do we feel? I think a lot of mixed emotions. We definitely have some aspirations of our own. I think Kevin was also feeling a lot of things. Can't speak for you, so you gotta take this.
Yeah, you can say what you want about Michelin, and you can say that, oh, it's just a fine dining bullshit and doesn't mean anything. But if you've been in the engine room of a restaurant that goes to that level where the Michelin reward you with 1, 2, or even 3 stars, you know that it's not about the stars, but the acknowledgement you get getting the star is just unbelievable. It is one of those shoulder pads you need after years of slaving away in the kitchen. And yeah, I think I got a bit emotional seeing them today, because yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm a 1 star, I'm a 2 star, I got 3 stars. It doesn't really matter. But I think for the chef standing up on the scene, getting the acknowledgement, getting the cheering on, it is a milestone for them and something to strive for. Not to strive for the Michelin star alone, but strive for that excellence if you really want to take it to a higher level. It was beautiful to watch, actually. I watched it always live streamed in Denmark, but being there live, seeing all the chefs, blood, sweat and tears, what they've been sacrificing, it was, yeah, I was touched.
One day, imagining you being up on the stage, and I kept pinching him, being like, "What are you gonna say, huh? What are you gonna
And
say?"
I kept on being, no, I'm not gonna go if I get invited. I don't care about that.
Yeah, he was acting all cool cat, but then we all know that once he does, and when he does, he's gonna cry like a gigantic baby.
Yeah, but I also think it's because, you know, there's this new thing in Europe especially, where we hand back the stars and we don't want to be defined by the Michelin guide and so on and so on. But when it comes to it, it's not the Michelin guide that defines us, but they showcase us to the world still. In that sense, I think they're doing a pretty damn good job.
And on that, we end the night. Thank you, Singapore.
Skål, Singapore.